Tips from the ER. Stroke. If you all of a sudden have trouble seeing, speaking, walking, suddenly have the worst headache of your life, or all of a sudden have weakness on one side of your body, like your brain is telling your left arm to pick up that remote, but you can't pick up that remote even though you really want to pick up that remote, you could be having a stroke. In which case you're going to want to get your ass to the ER ASAP. A stroke happens when blood can't get to your brain. This is typically because a little rock in your body called a clot is stuck in your brain, blocking the blood flow. Luckily, the ER has a special medication called TPA that will break up this clot and unclog your brain. TPA is like Drano for your blood pipes, and it works just as well. We gotta get it in ya, and fast. Because if a part of your brain goes without blood for too long, it's gonna die, which means parts of your body will be paralyzed. Forever. Tips from the ER. Eye wash. You ever get something in your eye that hurts so bad, you'd rather rip out that fucking eyeball and live life as a Cyclops, rather than feel that burn for one more damn second? Me too, friend. Me too. Luckily, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. Just hold on, it gets better. If you get something in your eye like sap from a tree, chemicals from a lab, or bodily fluids from your boyfriend, whatever you do, don't rub it. We gotta wash it out with water. If you come to the ER, we have what's called a Morgan lens. It's basically a thick, fancy contact lens with a tube sticking out of it that we hook up to a bag of saline and rinse your eyes out. Some of you have never put in a contact lens, and it shows. Just hold still, motherfucker. I promise it'll feel better. If you don't want to come to the ER, just make sure you drown your eyeballs out in running water and tell your damn boyfriend to warn you next time before he shoots. Tips from the ER. Broken bones. For most people, having a broken bone should be excruciatingly obvious. It's one of the worst pains you should ever have to feel in your lifetime. But I say most people because I've seen some of you savage motherfuckers casually walk into the ER with a broken foot. For the rest of us, the first thing you're going to want to do with a broken bone is to hold it still. Depending on where it is, arms, legs, try to find something long and hard to wrap around it to keep it from shifting around too much. We're going to get you an x-ray, get you some pain meds, and then comes the fun part. We're going to push, pull, and press those crackly bones back together. Your bones are pretty strong, so it may take 2 to 3 of us. But once it's straightened out, we're going to make sure that fucker doesn't move around by putting one of our fancy immobilizers on it, aka a splint. No cast necessary at this time. Depending on how bad it is, like if it's completely shattered, or if it's sticking out of your skin like an iceberg out of water, you may need surgery, ASAP. If not, we're gonna send you home and kindly ask you to hold fucking still for 6 to 8 weeks to let your bones properly heal. Tips from the ER. Tachycardia. Tachycardia is just a fancy medical way to say your heart is beating way too fast. This could be because of stress, fear, anxiety, anger, one too many bumps of cocaine, or you're just really excited to see me. I love you too, motherfuckers, but we need your heart to calm the fuck down. It's working too hard. If not, you're gonna start feeling dizzy, shortness of breath, and or chest pains. All bad. The first thing we're gonna do is get an EKG to make sure you're not having a heart attack. A fast heart rate could also be early signs that your body is having a severe infection or that it's bleeding out somewhere. Either way, we gotta fix it, and the sooner the better. Because just like any other muscle in your body that works out for too long, your heart's gonna get tired. And what starts out as a really fast heart rate will slowly die down to 0. Beep.
In the Benz, we fucking all in the street. She told me to recline, so I had to let back the seat. Pull out and she sucked it, I nut all over her meat.
Tips from the ER. Restraints. We here in the ER are happy to help you stay in bed if you can't do it yourself. Whether you're aggressively drunk, methed out, or just plain annoying, we're gonna tie you down. I told you to stop walking up to the nursing station. We will come to you. Restraints are what we use when we've had it with your physical activity. We call our trusty security guards, everyone grabs a limb, and we strap you to the bed. Depending on how naughty you are, we can tie just your wrist or include your ankles. Kinky motherfuckers, aren't you? Try spitting on us and we're gonna take care of that too, by putting a spit bag over your head and hoping you don't throw up. Can't have you drowning in your own vomit. That'd be bad. I've had to tackle patients and I've had patients tackle me. You may get one good swing in, but after that, rest assured, we're gonna swarm you faster than a Best Buy on Black Friday. Tips from the ER. Stabbings. The first thing you're gonna wanna do if you've just been stabbed with a sharp object is to leave it the fuck alone. I don't care where it is. Chest, belly, face, you're gonna fight against every sexual instinct you've ever had and never pull out. If you do, there's a high chance you're gonna quickly bleed out to a slow, silent, painful death. Just don't touch it. Because if it hurt like a bitch going in, it's gonna hurt like a bitch coming out. Why would you do that to yourself twice without professional medical supervision? Try to keep it still, call 911, or get your ass to the ER yourself without moving it around too much. It'll be obvious why you shouldn't move it around, because it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker, and you're gonna risk doing more damage to your body. That object is now the official body plug, keeping you alive. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do, don't pull out.
Real shit, never tell a lie. Real shit, never tell a lie. Real shit, never tell a lie. Real shit, never tell a lie.
Patients be like, I've been waiting over an hour to see the doctor. Oh, really? Why don't we get on our computers and check what time you signed in? It says you've been here 42 minutes. Why you lying, shawty? Just for that, you're moving to the back. Tips from the ER. Staples. If you come into the ER bleeding out from a gash in your head because you were too busy taking a picture for the gram instead of keeping both hands on your bike, don't be surprised if we staple you back together. That's right, motherfuckers! Staples are a quick and easy way to close up a wound. You just hold the skin together and pop, pop, pop! No anesthesia necessary, and it'll go down in history as one of your quickest ER visits. We would never staple you directly on your face. Can't risk your moneymaker looking like Frankenstein put you back together. We gotta make sure you stay sexy. Also, never try this at home. This isn't your everyday office stapler. We use a new sterile one every time. After a couple days, you come back, I gotta yank them out of you, and you get to leave the ER looking fresher than a prince in Bel-Air. Let me tell you why you're not posting on social media. You think people give a fuck about you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. And you shouldn't give a fuck about them. You think you're important. You're not important. Nobody's important. You're scared they're gonna judge you because you think they care. They don't care. Nobody cares. Just start posting. Humble yourself. Tips from the ER. Q-tips. Warning, do not insert swab into ear canal. Entering the ear canal could cause injury. Wow, right on the box. Let's turn it around for a variety of uses. Around the eye, that cut on your finger, your disgusting toes, or your electronics. Nowhere on this box do you see your ear. That's because you shouldn't be sticking Q-tips into your ear to clean out earwax. You wouldn't stick a giant Q-tip up your butt to clean the poop off the inner linings of your colon. You'd wait for the poop to come out and wipe the surface. Much the same way you should be doing with your ear. I don't care how badly you want that eargasm. Stop masturbating inside your ear, you horny, lonely motherfuckers. Find someone to help you with an old-fashioned orgasm so you can stop sticking Q-tips into your ears.
I wrote another love song, baby, about you. I've written one for every second without you. It goes like this. Oh.
If I am the only one in this house when you are not here, explain to me this. Who's leaving these cabinets open? Who? Why are these cabinets always open? You've been gone a week and I'm the only one here. Why are these cabinets always open? You can't explain it. Who is it? Tips from the ER. COVID vaccine reactions. Yes, there are some adverse reactions to the COVID vaccine. I myself did not get any, but I do know some friends and coworkers who got fevers, chills, and overall felt like complete fucking shit. But they all survived. And they all stayed at home. Some things just aren't worth the ER visit, motherfuckers. If your arm that they shot the vaccine in hurts the next couple days, it's probably because they shot your arm with the fucking vaccine. You're likely not dying, and you definitely don't need to come to the ER. If you're feeling a little achy and fatigued after the vaccine, that's also likely okay. Just means the vaccine's working. It's getting your body ready for the real fight, which is happening right now. The sooner we all get vaccinated, the sooner we can all get back to rubbing our sweaty, drunken bodies against each other at a concert, listening to coked out rock bands tell us about our feelings while we hug, kiss, and make out with complete strangers. I miss the good old days. If you've ever died from the COVID vaccine, comment below. Let's hear about it.
What is something you found out late in life that you should have known earlier but you just didn't?
Do not give a fuck about what other people think of you. The sooner you figure out what you like, the sooner you get to live the life that you are supposed to live. Fuck the rest of them. Fuck them. Tips from the ER. Where's the flu? Are you wondering why there's no flu cases this year? I'll tell you why, motherfuckers. It's because we're all staying inside and wearing masks. Well, at least some of us are. Florida, we're not mad at you. We're just surprised you're still alive. Besides that, the stay-at-home orders have effectively crushed the flu this year. You're not at work spreading germs to your good-for-nothing coworkers. Get back to fucking work, Tracy. It's been 15 minutes. And your kids aren't at school exchanging mucus with the other gross kids. Tag, you're sick. Best way not to catch the flu? Homeschool your kids, or don't spawn at all. Those playgrounds are cesspools of colonizing organisms just waiting to latch onto your babies so they can come home and introduce themselves to you and the rest of your family. But luckily that's not happening this year. Yay! It would be nice if there wasn't an even stronger virus trying to erase the human population, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Just remember to wash your hands, motherfuckers. Tips from the ER. Heart attack? If you come into the ER with chest pains, but you've got more hair on your body than an unkept orangutan, don't be surprised if we do a little manscaping. Ladies, you don't usually have this problem. To check for a heart attack, we have to do what's called an EKG, and that requires 10 stickers all around your heart and chest. These stickers aren't going to stay in place if you have an extra layer of human fur on you. We need some clean skin action, so we're going to take off a few follicles. An EKG takes a picture of the electrical activity of your heart, and if it says you're having a heart attack, that's it. We're going to take a mini lawnmower and shave you cleaner than the top of Mr. Clean's bald spot. We're also going to get you that Brazilian you've always wanted, for free. If you're really having a heart attack, aka a STEMI, the best way to get to your heart to fix it is through your femoral artery, located right next to your groin. We're going to take a razor to your privates. But don't worry, I'll be careful not to cut you. Tips from the ER. Pregnancy tests. Guess what the number one thing is healthcare workers hope you'd stop coming into the ER for? A pregnancy test. I know you're not ready for a fucking kid. I know you need to do everything in your power to make sure that you are not pregnant. But there's no need to come to the ER just for a pregnancy test. Despite what you might think, the ER pregnancy tests are no different than the ones at your local drugstore. There's no special stick we have that you get to pee on that is any more accurate than the ones that you can buy at your local food and stuff. It's probably cheaper there too. But if you're still scared and would rather wait 3 hours for someone in scrubs to officially tell you whether or not something is growing inside of you so you could finally go to sleep at night, come on down. Just know that as far as ER patients go, you're probably going to be at the bottom of the priority list, right next to toe pain and drunk guy. If you've ever taken a pregnancy test at home but immediately got a different result at the ER, comment below, let's hear about it. If not, let's all collectively agree that there's no need to come to the ER just for a pregnancy test.
I'm down on my knees. I can't take it anymore. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. But when we are apart, I feel it.
Tips from the ER. Clogged ears. One of my favorite things to do in the ER. Unclog a clogged ear. Clogged ears are typically due to built up earwax or because you're using Q-tips to clean your ears. Stop using Q-tips to clean your fucking ears. You know who you are. It doesn't help and it only pushes the wax deeper. You want to save yourself a trip to the ER? Stop sticking things into your ear. I've seen some crazy stuff come out of your little head holes. Bugs, pencils, cotton, tissue paper. None more satisfying than a big chunk of smelly wax large enough to stick a wick in it and make it a candle. Honestly, I don't know why ERs haven't started this side business yet. Inner body orifice scented candles. Come buy one at your local ER. The proceeds will go to making a billboard telling motherfuckers to stop using Q-tips to clean your ears. Thank you. What is an unreasonable request from someone you are trying to help at your job? I'll go first. Hello, how can I help you today? I'm a homophobe. I need a female. Why don't you just let me know why you're here? I said I'm a homophobe. I need a female. Look, just let me know why you're here and then I'll see what I can do. I need to check for testicular cancer.
So if we shouldn't stick Q-tips inside of our ears, how are we supposed to clean them? Well, the good news is most of the time you don't have to, but there's an exception. If there's so much earwax that builds up that it actually blocks the ear canal, we call this cerumen impaction. For this, you can buy ear drops that soften the wax. Usually they contain carbamide peroxide, but even better yet, you can pay a visit to your doctor. Usually he or she will have staff that can irrigate the ear canal and clean out the excess wax.
Well, I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane, go home with an empty gun, and see a once in a lifetime deer, work a Saturday just for fun.
and come home and drink a hot beer.
Tips from the ER. Valentine's Day. What was that? You're single again for Valentine's Day? Darn! That's 6 years in a row! How does that keep happening to a sexy motherfucker like yourself? If the thought of being alone on Valentine's Day makes you sad, and you're thinking about coming to the ER just to feel anything remotely close to a decent human connection, I'm here to stop you. The ER doesn't give a shit about you. But I do. Join me tonight at 7 p.m. on TikTok Live for a major drunk cooking session followed by an 8 p.m. dinner or whatever slutty outfit you were hoping someone would see you in tonight. We're gonna celebrate Singles Awareness Day together. It's BYO everything. I'll bring the entertainment, you bring whatever you need to sufficiently get liquored up and hammered. See you tonight, motherfuckers! Tips from the ER. Foley. A Foley is a tube we stick in you when you're having a little trouble getting your pee-pee out. It's pretty painful and dangerous not being able to urinate when your bladder's full, but luckily for you, there's a special tube that'll drain that tinkle right out of you. It's called a Foley, and it goes in exactly where you think it does. Right through the hole where the pee-pee comes running out. Once it's in, we blow up a little balloon at the tip of the tube to make sure it doesn't try to snake out of you, so don't pull on it, or it's gonna be a bloody fucking mess. Once it's in, we don't even have to turn it on. It automatically starts draining, and you feel better. It's pretty painful going in, but don't you worry. We're gonna lube up that Foley like it's your first time, every time. That's right, motherfuckers. Welcome to the ER, where there's no tube we won't try to stick in you to help us help you. Tips from the ER. Mass casualty incident. AKA an MCI, AKA a lot of fucking people who need medical attention. An MCI could be the result of a plane crash, a bombing, a mass shooting, contamination, or one of Mother Nature's delightful natural disasters. She can be a real bitch sometimes, can't she? The first thing the ER needs to do is to create some space, which means any patient who can safely go home should calmly get the fuck out. Anyone who needs to stay will be immediately wheeled to a different area of the hospital. The goal is to get that ER empty. We're gonna set up hallway beds in every nook and cranny of that ER with just enough space for our fat asses to walk by without trampling each other. Triage will be set up outside where we will decide whether you're gonna live or possibly die, in which case we're gonna wheel you back faster than a free pizza donation. Don't be surprised if we ask you to hold the bleeding for a complete stranger. An MCI could be up to 300 motherfucking victims, and we're gonna need all hands on deck. Okay, here. Cheers. 1, 2, 3. 1 hour later.
Yeah, we made it! We fucking made it! We did that shit! We really...
The day after you said goodbye, all I did was lay in bed and cry. But after 1 month I started to move on, and after 2 I felt alright. Then 3 months in you were off my mind. In month 4 and 5, I was living my life. I was better and didn't have to try not to think of you until you reached out and said, remember that night we went for a drive, 2:30 in the morning, I kissed you.
Tips from the ER. Super Bowl Sunday. The unofficial holiday of America. Another excuse to get drunk, eat barbecue, scream, bet money, lose money, scream some more, all while wearing oversized football jerseys.
Everybody, yeah, rock your body right. Back streets back, alright.
Well, 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 would you look at that? It only took 2.5 months to be at 3 million followers, and let me just say that I love every single one of you motherfuckers. There is not one motherfucker there that I do not love. I love all of you motherfuckers. I wish I could give every single one of you motherfuckers a hug and a kiss, cause you bring me so much joy, motherfuckers. There is not one thing I wouldn't do for all my motherfuckers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tips from the ER. Super Bowl Sunday. the unofficial holiday of America. Another excuse to get drunk, eat barbecue, scream, bet money, lose money, scream some more, all while wearing oversized football jerseys. We were all able to comfortably watch the game because nobody comes to the ER during the Super Bowl. You're all too preoccupied with the game to notice your pain, and you're not yet drunk enough to do stupid shit. Even if you absolutely needed to come to the ER, you can't miss Tom Brady getting his 7th ring. You'll go after. And after you did. Because by the end of the 3rd quarter, when that game was clearly over, you decided to pick your ass up to come see us. And the ERs got slammed. Happens like clockwork every year. We have a beautiful morning, then 4 hours of relaxing game time, followed by a big shitstorm of ER patients all coming in as if we were giving out free beer and hot dogs. I've never hated my life more than the 6 hours after a Super Bowl, and I lost every single bet I made. Damn you, Tom Brady. You motherfucker.
Beat the thing up, now stop, and let your homeboy hit it. Beat it, 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 beat it.
Everybody, yeah, rock your body right. Back streets back, alright.
Tips from the ER. Shocking. Did you know that when we shock a patient, it's not because their heart has completely stopped working? As a matter of fact, you would never shock a heart that's flatlined. Those silly medical TV shows always trying to shock a dead heart back to life. Cut that out, Meredith. Get back to CPR. A shock to the heart is used when the heart is beating irregularly, aka when it's in fibrillation. We gotta defibrillate it. Guess what AED stands for? Automated External Defibrillator. What? We gotta shock it back to normal. A heart in fibrillation is like a kid who won't stop jumping around. Sometimes it needs a little external stimuli to keep it in check. I'm just kidding. Please don't shock your kids. I've seen patients wide awake get shocked because their heart wouldn't stop acting funny. Painful to watch, but it saved their life. Shocking.
What's your favorite joke that cracks you up every time that nobody else thinks is funny?
How do you get Pikachu onto the bus? You Pokemon.
Yeah. So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop.
I say, who's that sexy thing standing over there? Oof, not me, not today. But I got a good personality.
Tips from the ER. Choking baby. I know some of you can't stand the sound of a crying baby, but I personally love that noise. It tells me at the very least that baby is alive. If your baby is moving around and its eyes are open but it can't cough, breathe, or make any sounds, that's a sign that your baby might be choking. In which case you're gonna want to drop whatever the fuck you're doing, tell Siri to call 911 while you get that no noise making baby face down on your forearm. Support its head with your hand, tilt that sucker down, and smack that baby between the shoulder blades 5 times with the heel of your other hand. Then turn it over, don't drop it. Use 2 fingers to rapidly thrust into the center of the chest another 5 times. Rotate these until whatever's choking your baby falls out. Don't be afraid to be a little rough with the thrusting. Your baby can take it. Don't believe me? Just remember this. If there's one thing worse than a bruised baby, it's a dead baby.
Don't stop, get it.
That's will.
Don't stop, get it.
I will. I'm gonna do it.
Do
Gonna
it.
do it.
Do
Gonna
it.
do it. Do it. Do it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
Come on. I can do it. Put your ass into it.
There is a certain man in Russia long ago.
He was big and strong, in his eyes a flaming glow.
Most people look at him with terror and fear.
But to Moscow,
Put your head on my shoulder. Tips from the ER. It's raining. You want to know how I know if you have a real emergency? If you manage to get your ass to the ER when it's raining. Because if there's one thing I've learned from working here, it's that you motherfuckers hate getting wet. Happens all the time when it rains. Half those emergencies that normally come to the ER suddenly don't need to come to the ER anymore. Especially when the weather sucks. You will come if the pain is bad enough though. I figured out the formula. Pain equals ER visit times weather squared. Don't get me wrong, we still get a bunch of ambulances, so we're not totally kicking back. But if you need to come to the ER and you're wondering if we're busy, check if it's raining. Chances are the waiting room is empty and we're gonna get you in and out in no time. Ooh, in and out. Yum.
stop, rock, and roll. Do that, do it like pro. Do that, stop, rock, and roll. Do that, do it like a pro. Yeah, a certain man in Russia long ago.
He was big and strong, in his eyes a flaming glow.
Tips from the ER against medical advice. Are you unhappy with your ER experience? Did the doctor take too long to come see you? Did the nurse not flirt back? You poor thing, how dare they? Or maybe you had a change of heart and decided you're not that sick after all, and you'd rather be at home watching The Bachelor. Luckily for you, you can leave the ER whenever the fuck you want. It's called leaving against medical advice, and that is your right to exercise whenever the fuck you want. It's not like we're trying to hold you hostage in the ER. Some of you feel like as soon as you check in, you become our prisoner. That's just not true at all, because you could definitely leave whenever the fuck you want. Contrary to popular belief, we do not want your business. You are not the reason we have a job, toe pain. Emergencies will inevitably happen whether or not you come in for a sore throat. The ER is rarely ever short on patients. If you have the energy to walk up to the nurse's station to complain, remember Steveioe's words. You can leave whenever the fuck you want. Tips from the ER. Face down, ass up, or medically known as proning. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of you have been coming in with very low oxygen saturation. That's the amount of oxygen circulating in your blood. The virus affects your body in a way that makes it hard for your lungs to do their job. Luckily, there's a simple trick that might just save your motherfucking life. It's called proning. Most of your lung is located towards your back. We lay you on your stomach to give your lungs more space to breathe, and it moves around all that disgusting mucus your body built up from trying to fight this infection. We lay you face down with your head turned to the side, of course. We're professionals. We're not gonna let you suffocate. It's super creepy to see a bunch of patients lying on their stomachs with tubes down their throats to help them breathe, but until we're able to contain this virus, you're gonna be face down, ass up to get your sats up.
Now from the top, make it drop, that's some wet, that's some wet. Now get a bucket and a mop, that's some wet, that's some wet. I'm talking rock, that's some wet, that's some wet. Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet, huh.
Tips from the ER. Calling for advice. Are you calling the ER for medical advice because you're scared and don't know what to do? Did WebMD tell you that you're dying and you're calling us to confirm so you can set up your funeral arrangements? Well, I'm here to respectfully let you know that we're not going to tell you jack diddly squat over the phone. There's no way we're giving out medical advice without a proper medical assessment, and that means laying our pretty eyes and delicate hands on you. As much as we love listening to you explain your symptoms over the phone, there's no way we can give you an accurate evaluation from just your voice. You're going to have to come see us if you want our help. We're super needy like that. Besides, we don't want to get sued by your baby mama if you die at home from medical advice given over the phone. We'd rather have you die here, so we don't get sued. It's a quick visit, 1 to 2 to 6 hours. You never know. It's like ER roulette. How fun.
So I learned this trick on how to take bomb selfies, and all you gotta do is keep your shoulders back, chin forward, say the letter L, and squint like you're looking into the sun.
Smile without your eyes. Raise your eyebrows. Stop smiling. That's your model face.
Tips from the ER. HIPAA, or the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, but nobody calls it that. Ask any healthcare worker, they'd be lucky to get 3 out of 5 of those words. HIPAA's the reason we can't tell anybody about your naughty healthcare business without your knowledge or consent. If you accidentally get a condom stuck in you cheating on your wife or husband, don't you worry, your secret's safe with us. We're not going to tell them anything without your permission because of HIPAA. We will talk about it in the break room though, but we won't post it on social media. If your loved one was in an accident and you call the ER to check up on them, we're not going to tell you a damn thing over the phone because we have no fucking clue if you are who you say you are. We might tell you whether or not they're dying, but besides that, our lips are sealed. Don't be mad at us. Be mad at HIPAA. It's a reason so many healthcare workers get fired. You really want to know the craziest thing I've ever seen in the ER? I can't tell you, motherfuckers, because of HIPAA. You're just going to have to wait till I get fired, which at this rate seems pretty soon.
I'm not gonna lie, I think something wrong with my eyes.
You said what?
Something wrong with my eyes. See something? I can't take them off you.
Tips from the ER. Code SILVER. Away! Code Silver means someone in the hospital has a weapon and they're on the loose. So hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband. because there's no telling what's gonna happen. This dangerous person could have a gun, a samurai sword, or a rubber duck. You never know. The wrong items in the right hands could be fatal. But it's probably a gun. Regardless, you need to be on high alert. So drop your shit and get to safety, motherfuckers! Not your literal shit, of course. Scared as you might be, you don't want to leave a trail for the shooter to come find you. Get to a hiding spot, lock the doors, and for the love of God, silence your phones. For another video on Code Silver, check out Dr. Kern Rajan's hilarious version.
So you're Asian, right? Yeah. So what kind of knees are you? Knees? Knees like Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Korean.
Tips from the ER. Scrubs. Since the COVID pandemic, some hospitals decided it probably wasn't a good idea for healthcare workers to be around COVID patients all day and then leave the hospital with COVID-infested uniforms. So what did they do? They began using uniform dispensers. It's these big machines that spit out clean scrubs like a vending machine. You get to the hospital with your clean clothes, you grab a clean pair of scrubs, get your ass to work, and when you're done, you put your nasty scrubs back in the machine and you leave the hospital COVID-free. You get to go home to your family or your cat knowing that you did everything you could to keep them safe from your disgusting job. Because remember, on top of COVID, you're also getting blood, pee, poo, spit, vomit, bugs, and pus on your uniforms daily. It's kind of gross, but hey, who's complaining? It's part of the job. And I'm a sucker for compliments. You keep calling me a hero, and I'll keep letting you spit on me. Tips from the ER. Just kidding. E! News just came out with an article of the top 21 TikTokers to watch for 2021. And guess who made the cut? Wait for it. Wait for it! Wait for it! Ooh. Who is this guy? That's me. What? Tips from the ER. Code Pink. If you've already been in the ER for 5 hours getting your finger sewn up because you had a little accident with a kitchen knife, be prepared to be there a little longer. If there's a code pink, we're locking this bitch down. No one's leaving because there's a baby missing. That's right, we couldn't get the slime off of it fast enough before somebody decided your baby was too cute not to take home. Code pink means someone stole a baby or the nurse accidentally gave it to the wrong mother. Either way, we can't find them and we're blaming everybody until the little poop monster shows back up. You can bet I'll be in the hallways looking at you, looking at me, looking for a baby. If you happen to see somebody holding a bundle of blankets with an umbilical cord hanging out of it, notify your nearest hospital personnel. If you happen to be holding a baby, you might get tackled. Even if that baby is yours, we can't take any chances. No hard feelings. Code Pink!
What is something that you went viral for that you did not mean to go viral?
Urine samples, vaping, and calling everybody a motherfucker. Tips from the ER. Choking. If you see someone's hands clutched to their throat and they're looking at you in a panic like something's wrong, but they can't tell you something's wrong because they can't talk or breathe, that's the universal sign for choking, which means it's time for you to put down the motherfucking hot dog and perform the Heimlich. You're gonna save this person's life. What you're gonna wanna do is stand behind them and put your fist somewhere between their belly button and their breastbone. Don't try too hard to find these, the person's already choking. No need to torture them anymore by tickling their navel or feeling up their boobs. Just get your fucking fist somewhere between there. Hug them real close like it's the last hug of your life, and use your other hand to shove that fist into their stomach, up their chest in one forceful motion. Don't be afraid to be a little rough. You're trying to save this person's life. Hug them like you hate them. Also remember to first ask if they're actually choking or if they need help. Nothing's more awkward than having to explain why you're shoving a stranger's backside into your pelvis for no reason. Good luck, motherfuckers.
ওগো কতদিন ধরে তোমার লগে আমি কথা কইতাছি মাগার
কি করো নাইকা হ্যাঁ আরো থেকে অনেক পর থেকে কি করতাছো ফোনের ভিতরে হান্দায় রইছো
আব্বা তো মাগো মা আব্বা তো দেখি হেভি পাঙ্খ
নিশ্চয়ই কোনো ভেজাল আছে ওই দেখি কার লগে ফিলিং মারতে
কি আবার সকাল সকাল ঘুম ভালো হইছে তোমার আব্বার লগে দেখা কইরা এলাম হাইটটা গেছিলাম এই ঘটনা
তুমি রাগ করো না
রাগ তো তুমি করবা খাড়া খাড়া চা দাও
আমি তো ভাবছি ডাকাত পড়ছে নি
এই শাহজাহানগর বাড়িতে ডাকাত আইবো এমন কোন মায়ালাল পয়দা হইছে নি তোমার বিছানা আমি ভিজায়া দিছি গা
এটা তুমি কি করছো
কি করছি ঘুমাইবা না
তোমার পূর্বপুরুষের মাথায় কি সমস্যা ছিল আব্বা
ওর নাটকের পর কয় কি শুনছো ওই বেটা
আব্বা জান আপনার পোলার এখন জিগান তো রুটি গরম না ঠান্ডা
বাপরে বাপ, শুনছনি একেবারে ডর দেয় তো বলে কুচি কুচি করে কাটতো হয়েছে। আপনার ডর আপনার পকেটে থুয়া দেন।
খানদানটা আমার কত উচ্চা দেখতে হইব না?
দেখতেছি তো উঁচা ভি আর লম্বা ভি কুচি কুচি করে না কাইটা ফেলাইছি আব্বা। আমার তো মনে করে যখন ডর দেখাইতে দেখাইতে আমি দেখেন আপনি কি করি ঘরে আইলাম না, এখন দেন না আসমানে ঠাড়াল্লা আর একেবারে কাঁপাইয়া দিমু।
আচ্ছা আপনার
মনে নেই একবার টাকা দেওয়া নিয়ে কি নাটকটা করলি?
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমাকে বল টাকা দিয়ে কি করবি, আমি দিব।
বাবা মেয়ে মিলে আমার থেকে কি লুকাচ্ছ তোমরা? হ্যাঁ, দেখো আমাকে।
এখন মনে হয় 30 টাকার মতো আছে, নিবি?
30 টাকা দিয়ে কি হবে?
কয়েকদিন ধরে দেখতেছি তোর পড়াশোনায় একদম মন নাই। দাঁড়া, তোর আব্বারে বলতেছি।
যাও যে এখন
আমার মনে হয় আমি জানি স্পেশাল মানুষটা কে। আরে রূপা না, আছে অন্য কেউ।
তোমাকে কিন্তু আমার অনেক ভাল লাগে আপু, কিন্তু তোমার ভাইটা না কেমন জানি। তোমরা দুই ভাই বোন, নিজের ভাই বোন, কিন্তু দুজনের না কোনো মিলই নাই। কই সবাই তো বলে মিল আছে। দাদা বাড়িতে ঈদ না করলে মজা হয় বলেন?
এখানে অনেক মজা হবে।
দাদা বাড়িতে
ভাই আপনি নিয়ে আসেন, আমি আপনার 500 টাকায় দিব, ঠিক আছে? ঠিক আছে তো? হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে, তাহলে নিয়ে আসবো না কিন্তু। ঠিক আছে ভাই। তুমি দুনিয়ার কি না তাই তো আমার সন্দেহ। মনে হচ্ছে বেস্ত থেকে হুড়পুরি নেমে আসছে।
কিন্তু হাসতেছো কেন?
না, আমি আর্জেন্টিনা, আর আর্জেন্টিনা এবার বিশ্বকাপ নিবে।
কি কথা বলবি?
এমনি ফ্রেন্ডশিপ করবো। তোর কাটা কেমন?
ভালো। টাইম নিবি?
কারের দোকান আসছে তো কাঠ কেনার জন্য।
মা, মোম দিয়ে যাও না।
আরে আসতেছি রে বাবা।
আপনি ব্রাজিলের সাপোর্টার, আর ব্রাজিলের সাপোর্টাররা কেমন হয় এটা আমি জানি না। ওরা কখন আর্জেন্টিনার ভালো চায়?
তুমি কিন্তু আমার একটা ভিডিও কলও করো না সোনিয়া, অ্যাঞ্জেল সোনিয়া।
তুমি কি শুরু করছো?
আরে আমি করলামটা কি, আমি যেখানে বয়ে আছি।
এই আমার ফোন দাও, দাও কইতাছি।
আরুম না,
কি দাও? ছাড়ো কইতাছি, আমার ফোন দিব না আমি।
এইটা আমগো খানদানি রীতি, তুই বুঝছ না?
আব্বা গতকালকে রাত্রে বেলা এমন সেটিং দিছি।
আব্বা ফোন দিয়ে কি করেন আপনি?
এই কথা কই, গান শুনি, এই আর কি।
বাস এই দুইটা কামের জন্য।
হায় হায়, করছে কি আমার খানদানির ইজ্জতের ফালুদা খেয়ালাইছে।
তোবা তোবা, কোস কি এত বড় বট জামাই।
হারামজাদা আমার মা।
তুমি বাসে আসার পর থেকে আমাকে বাসে শান্তি সব চলে লাগছে।
আয় হায়, খাইছে করছোটা কি তুমি?
তুমি একটা ভিডিও কল করে পাঠাও প্লিজ, প্লিজ। কবে আমগো দেখা
কোচিনটা কি এটা আব্বার লগে এমন চিপা মাইটা দিয়েছেন? কেমন ঠান্ডান বউ।
তারপর তো ভয় কাঁচে মুচু খায়া গেছে গা, তারপর আবার দুর্নাম করতে হইব।
এই তোর কি তোর দামি ফোন?
আইসা বাপ জান, রাইতে ঠিকঠাক মতো ঘুমাইছে তো? নাকি বাসায় গিয়া আব্বাজান রে কইবেন?
কি করছো যেটা তুই বাজার রে বাজার যাও চুইছে আজকাই করছে।
এই খবরদার ভদ্র মহিলা, আমার ফোন দাও, নইলে কিন্তু আজকে খুন খারাপ।
এটা রাখ, এই জিলাপি কিনা লইছি তোর।
আমি জিলাপি খাই না। সপ্তে বাসর রাইতে রাজা বাদশা সাইজা বাসর ঘরে আমদাইছে।